Hello guys, welcome to today's lesson. And today's lesson is only focusing on a topic known as fractions. Some people call this common fractions, right? So we need to define what a fraction is, and a fraction is a part of a whole. And then we need to know how we can formulate a fraction. And then now let's say we are given a shape like this, and then it is like this. Then we shade here, then we shade here. Then we are being asked A to formulate a fraction for the shaded part. For the shaded part. Then for the shaded part, what we need to do here is as follows. We count the parts that are shaded there. Actually, first of all, we need to know the total of the whole part there. So I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the whole part is 6. Then for the shaded part, or a fraction for the shaded part, you're going to say 2 or over how many parts? 6. So the fraction for the shaded part is 2 over 6. And then B can be the unshaded part. Now, for the unshaded part, it is easy as well. Unshaded part. Oh, let me just try to space here. Unshaded part. For the unshaded part here, all we need to do is to go back again here. We say 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be 4 all over the whole part, which is 6. So shaded part 2 over 6, unshaded part 4 over 6. Here, this is how you formulate fractions. This is how you can come up with fractions from a certain shape. So sometimes it can be something like this. It is not always in a circular manner. You might have something that looks like this, something that looks like this. Then you have parts. You have parts in here. You have also parts in here. Also parts in here. Then you are being asked to formulate a fraction for the shaded part. All you need to do first to come up with the total of the whole part, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So for the shaded part, it will be S part 2 over 4. Unshaded part U S, it will be also 2 over 4. You are done there. This is how you formulate what? A fraction, or how you formulate fractions. Now, we need to know how to simplify these fractions. We need to know how to simplify what? Fractions. When it comes to simplifying fractions, we can simplify fractions either by adding them or by subtracting them, and sometimes by even multiplying them as well. So this is what we want to talk about now. I want to show you how one can simplify fraction by applying those different operations. So I'm going to start with the first one, that is the same units of measurements. I'm going to start with the first one, that is the same units of measurements. So let's say we have 2 over 5 plus 1 over 5. The denominators are the same. When I say denominator, I'm talking about the numbers that are down here. These two numbers are the same. If your denominators are the same, you just copy the denominator as it is. And then you then add these ones that are found on top here. We call these ones on top here the numerators. 2 plus 1 we get 3. Final answer will be 3 over 5. And here on its own, it is already in its simplest form because 3 is smaller than 5. So this is a proper fraction on its own. So we have 2 over 5 plus 1 over 5. First things first is to check if these denominators are the same. In this case, they are the same. You copy your denominator. You copy your denominator as it is, and then you add these ones that are found on top here. We all call them numerators. We say 2 plus 1, we get 3. Final answer 3 over 5. So I hope you have learned something there. And then we go to subtraction as well. As long as the denominators are the same, it is so easy. All you need to do is as follows. So I'm going to do something that is a bit different. So let's say we have 1 whole minus 2 over 7. Here now, the denominators are not the same, and we have a whole. right? Or we have a whole. Now in this case, what we need to do is that we need to ask ourselves a question. In order for us to end up with one whole here, it means that you make sure it is the same as this denominator here. You formulate a whole or a fraction that will give us one whole from this denominator here. So in this case, it will be 7 over 7 minus 2 over 7. Now the denominators are the same. If these denominators are the same, I said it, you just copy the denominator as it is. 7 minus 2, that will be 5 over 7. That's your final answer. I hope you have learned something there. I hope you have learned something there. Okay. And then let us go to another thing. That is, we can have mixed fractions. Since we are doing revision, so I'm gonna have to rush a bit because we did this in class. So let's say we have 2 and 1 over 4 plus 3 and 2 over 4. We start with the whole numbers. 2 plus 3, we will get whole number 5. The denominators here are the same. We do the same thing that we did. We put our 4 here. Then we say 1 plus 2, we get 3. Final answer, 5 wholes and 3 over 4. That is it, we are done there. I hope you learned something there. We are doing revision, so this applies to both grades, grade 5 and grade 6. So guys, please make sure that you have your Jota book with you or your book with you. So as we are doing this, you're also revising, because this is helpful, or this can also help when it comes to revising, because these questions, you will be able to come across with them in your end of year exam. So make sure that you are listening carefully. And if you have questions, you know what to do, you can ask. Thank you guys for listening. For today, we end here. We'll continue tomorrow in another session.